Hello, and welcome to our third lesson in our Tai Chi for Health series. I'm your Chief Wellness Warrior, Dr. Damon, with Willpower Wellness and Consulting. Now, if this is your first or introduction to Tai Chi with us, that's okay. You can still learn a lot and enjoy this lesson with us. But if you'd like to catch up, reach out to me. I can share the information with you so that you can see our last two classes. So from here, we want to understand a little more depth of what the Tai Chi experience is like. So this lesson is going to continue to build on where we began in our last two classes. So sometimes it's important to know a little bit more about where this comes from. As I've shared, Tai Chi is an ancient art and a physical practice or exercise that is now used all across the world for health and wellness. It can improve your balance, your strength, flexibility. It can help to reduce anxiety, depression. It can also help to improve your overall well being by keeping you focused and giving you an opportunity to explore what we call a meditation in movement. So I'm excited that we're continuing on this journey together. We always begin our classes with our 1, 2, 3 warm ups. Today's class, I'm going to begin with a little bit about myself. As I said, I'm Dr. Damon, your Chief Wellness Warrior, and I've been a physical therapist for over 13 years, practicing in all aspects of healthcare, from the hospitals to the skilled nursing and rehab facilities, outpatient clinics, even in the home a little bit. But my passion for healing others has grown beyond just the clinic, which is where Tai Chi comes in for me. Yes, I use Tai Chi as oftentimes an integral part of my clinical practice in helping people to heal and move better. But Tai Chi is great for everyone. And so I'm always excited to share in moments like this outside of the clinic. So let's begin with our 1, 2, 3 warm up exercises. We'll review what we've learned in our previous lessons, and then we'll continue to build on that and grow in our Tai Chi practice together. I'm really excited. So, with our 1, 2, 3 exercises, that means we're going to begin by one, just walking around the room. If you are sharing space with someone else, share a gentle greeting, maybe just a smile. If you're alone, I want you to tap into the good feeling that is at the center of Tai Chi. Okay. Now, when we say 1, 2, 3 warm up, the two refers to the warm up exercises that we're going to do from the top down. Let's begin. Of course, I want to make sure that you've got comfortable clothing, comfortable footwear, also that you have enough space around you to be able to move safely. If safety is an issue for you or your balance is something you're concerned about, I want you to have a chair, a table, a countertop, even a wall that's nearby. If safety is an issue for you, I want you to have something comfortable and safe around you. Maybe a sturdy table, a chair, or a countertop, or even a wall that you can lean on if you need it. Of course, safety is paramount, and that comes first. The more we practice, the more our balance improves, but I don't want you to fall or to injure yourself while trying to do what is asked in our Tai Chi lessons. Because remember, it's all about honoring what your body can do and envisioning where you want to go. So, with our warm up exercises, we'll begin at the top. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me a little bit better. We've got a firm footing. We're nice and supported. I want you to take your hands up, turn your palms toward your nose, and as your hands come back, gently feel that force pushing your head back. Turn your palms forward as we gently move down for a gentle stretch of your neck. Let's do that 2 more times. Gentle stretch as we go down. Last time. Good. Our next warm up exercise will begin with our hands coming up. Now, place one hand in front of your face, the other as if there's a wall behind you, an imaginary wall. I'm going to follow with my nose as my hand comes out and get a good gentle stretch with my neck without moving my body, which is against the wall. Only about 70% for a good stretch. And now, as my hands meet in the middle, we'll pass in the other direction. That's one. Let's do that 3 times. Now I'm going about 80%. But stay within your comfort zone. And the last time. Good. And now our next warm-up exercise is for your shoulders. And we're going to roll your shoulders forward 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And now roll them back 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Good. The next warm-up exercise is also for our shoulders. I want you to turn your palms out as we lift, picking up all the good energy, fresh air, and placing inside as we settle in nice and firm, filling up your feet. Again, nice big belly breaths. Dantian breathing, which we visited in the first class. Last time. Good. Now we'll take our hands, bring them forward, and palms facing each other as if there's a beach ball right in front of your chest. Let's rotate that beach ball so one hand is on top. Now we're going to follow the elbow of the hand that's on top as we gently turn our spine, staying within your comfort zone. Now rotate that ball over and come back in the other direction. Nice, gentle warm up, only moving in your comfort zone and respecting what your body tells you is the space it wants to be in now. And you can envision that the levels of your spine are gently rotating on top of one another with smooth glide, comfortable motion. Good. One more time. And we'll meet in the middle because our next warm-up exercise starts here. Take that bottom hand and bring it up. Now flip it over like you're pressing the sky away. And at the same time, we're going to press the floor away as we gently stretch our spine. And we don't need to go all the way. And we come back to our starting position and we'll switch. Gently stretching your spine and envisioning those levels moving away from each other and gently coming back. That's 2. This one's one of my favorites. Let's do one more. Now our next warm up is for our hips. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. This is one where you might want to put your hand on the wall, the countertop, or the chair, whatever makes you comfortable. What I want you to do is we're going to fill up our weight to one leg, and as your hands come forward, your foot steps behind you as you keep a good tall posture and bring it back in. You can stop in the middle, or you can continue forward, tapping your foot. That's one. Okay. Two. This one really challenges your balance as well as warm up those hip muscles. And three. Okay. Now we'll switch legs. I'm going to show you that when you're on the wall or the chair or the countertop, you can still get a good stretch for your hip muscles, but you can be safer if that's necessary. Okay. That's two. And we'll do one more. And three. Our next warm up exercise is for your hips as well. In this case, I want you to pretend that there is a brick wall on your side. And I'm going to put my arm against that brick wall. And I'll take my hand and place it underneath my elbow against the same brick wall. Now, this imaginary wall, I'm going to lean in, fill up my weight to that foot and that wall, but don't fall. And I'll take the opposite leg and tap out for a good stretch. Come back in, and we'll switch to the other side. Okay, there's one. There's two. We'll do one more. And three. Now we'll move down to our knees. In this exercise, we're going to make loose fists and place them at our hips. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me better. For this exercise, you might need to use the wall, and that's okay, or the chair or countertop, okay? Once again, safety is number one, so I want you to make sure that you're safe and comfortable with these movements. So I'm going to fill up my weight to one leg, and I'm going to lift my knee in the air and gently kick and punch the opposite arm and come back in. Now we'll shift our weight, fill up our weight to the other leg, and do the other side. Remember, you don't have to extend the full length of any movement. It's not necessary. Okay, there's two. Okay, and if you need the wall, it's okay. Just like that. Or if you need to keep your foot down on the floor, you can do that as well. Okay, so now our next warm up is for your knees as well. And it actually starts in the same position, but this time we'll keep our feet on the floor. So I'll show you from this vantage point. My loose fists are at my hips, and I'm going to fill up my weight to one leg as I put my foot down, heel, toe, and gently bend my knee as my weight fills up that leg and punch forward and come back. Then we switch legs. Okay, heel, toe, filling up that weight as we gently push through. And you can really feel your weight shifting through your knee joint. Okay, be nice and gentle and respectful of your limitations that your body is sharing with you right now. Let's do one more. Okay. All right. Good. Now our warm up moves down toward our ankles. So what I want you to do is fill up your weight in one leg, and we're going to do heel, and toe. One, two, three. Now switch legs. One, two, three. Make sure you're safe and that your balance is okay for that. The next one will go in and out. In, in, out, in, and out. I like to say pinky toe down, big toe down, pinky toe, big toe. Okay. So those are our one and two of the 1, 2, 3 warm up exercises. Remember, the three refers to our three cool down exercises, which we'll do after our lesson. So let's review what we've already learned and how we're going to build on that. So we've worked on the commencement pose, open and close, and we learned waving cloud hands. I'll review and show you what that looks like, and then we'll learn what we're going to add on to that. So here's what we've learned so far. If you can remember, or if you're feeling daring, I want you to do it with me. Okay? Here we go. Begin. How did that feel? I hope that you've been practicing and that you're ready to build on what we've already learned. So, what we're going to add to that is a movement that we call harmonizing yin and yang. You know that the symbol that represents Tai Chi, the circle that is half black and half white, and it has the alternating color circle or dot in the middle of it, right? That is what we call yin and yang. This next movement is one that is a favorite for me because when we look at the power of Tai Chi and the the point that Tai Chi helps us to live a life that is filled with more peace and joy and well-being, this is one of those reasons. And personally, in finding Tai Chi, this is one that really spoke to me more than a lot of other movements. And so I really enjoy teaching and sharing because if you have seen the video that I shared on my personal journey into Tai Chi and how Tai Chi found me and the space that I was in personally, then you can understand why this is one of my favorites and why it gives me so much energy to share and to explore with you. So, when we talk about harmonizing yin and yang, it's important to know what that could look like in our existence and in our everyday lives. It's so important for us to have the balance of those seemingly alternating factors in our lives. You know, the yin refers to the feminine energy or light or softness versus the yang, which is more masculine. It is hard or dark or night, if you will. So the the main focus is to understand that we need a balance of both. We can't simply push away or ignore one in preference of the other. So when we talk about harmonizing yin and yang, I love how this movement manifests the reality of that and the duality of what our experiences in life are. Because we can't ignore the struggles and the hardships that come. We have to embrace them as part of our journey. And it's when we do that we really get to live in peace, inner peace within ourselves, within our our surroundings and our communities. So I'm really excited about harmonizing yin and yang. I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like for you. Then we'll break it down and we'll learn the parts of it. Then we'll bring it all together in practice, and then we'll add it to what we've already learned in our classes. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate what harmonizing yin and yang looks like, and it begins from our commencement pose. So watch me. Harmonizing yin and yang. Okay, so we'll begin. Let's break that down into three parts. We start here. The first movement, you're going to take your fingertips and point them down outside of your left foot as you fill up your weight on that side. Okay, and then turn your palms to the right, parallel with the ground. Let's do that again. So you're going to take your fingertips, point them down to the outside of your left foot as you shift your weight, and then turn your palms parallel to the ground, fingertips pointing away. Okay? Again, follow me. So that's the first part. The second part, so let's start with the first part here and we'll move right into the second part, which will feel pretty natural. Fingertips go down as we fill up our weight over the left foot, palms down as we gently move across and diagonal, palms facing forward. Did you see that? How we put one and two together. Let's do it again. Begin. Fingertips down, palms parallel with the floor as we shift our weight and fill up our weight to the other side. And we go diagonally up, palms facing forward. Okay, let's do that again. Begin. Okay, fingertips down as we fill up our weight and diagonal, filling up your weight again, palms facing forward. Good. One more time. Begin. Fingertips down. Good. Now, part three adds on to that. We're going to turn our palms to the right side as we gently sweep across our body and come right back to the starting position. Okay? So let's do parts one, two, and three together. And we'll begin. Fingertips down as we gently swing across. Hands up diagonally, palms forward as we'll pass them for that third movement to the right and come back to starting position with your weight right in the middle. You notice how through that entire movement, your body sways, filling up your weight from one side to the next, as if you're just pouring water gently from one vase to another. Again, that moment of understanding the balance between both sides. Okay? Let's do that again, and then I'll turn around and we'll practice it together. Begin. Fingertips down to the left side as you fill up your weight. As we go across, diagonal, up over the left shoulder. Only go as far as it's comfortable for you. And we pass towards the right and come back to meet in the middle. Good. I'm going to turn around and we'll practice that together a bit. Remember, we're beginning in our commencement pose. Okay. Begin. Down to your left, palms down, and we're going to go up diagonal, palms facing outward, and then we swing across and pass gently, coming back to the middle. Oh, that felt good. Let's do it again. Begin. Fingertips down, across, palms as we pass, and finish in the middle. Remember, it's important to respect your body's limitations right now and only go as far as is comfortable. But envision yourself going through that full range if you can. Begin. Fingertips down, across, we finish in the middle. Again, begin. 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 Good. So that is harmonizing yin and yang. One of my favorite experiences with harmonizing yin and yang and with Tai Chi as a whole is that oftentimes practicing Tai Chi can actually be a way of manifesting how we engage with ourselves and what happens to us in our experiences and in the world. And this is one of the most fascinating things to me because it empowers us to really manifest what we want to see. For instance, look at this movement of harmonizing yin and yang. As I'm taking my hands down and my fingertips are going towards the ground and I'm swinging across, gently coming upward, my palms facing forward and passing through, right? What a beautiful movement that reminds us of what we often need to do when those struggles and hard times kind of meet us in our experience and in life. Imagine that you've got something here that you're struggling with, even though there's so much else going on world, in your experience, in your responsibilities right now. Sometimes we have to take that struggle and place it down and just set it down. We're acknowledging it. It's here, but we're going to place it down and we're going to move it out of the way gently as we lift up the good things that are happening with us right now and we focus on sharing that in our space because that is what brings joy and peace and stability into our lives. Think about that again as we place those struggles down for now and we just gently move them out of the way so that they don't disrupt what good things are rising that we want to share with those around us. How beautiful is that? So I'm excited. We've learned harmonizing yin and yang together. Now we're going to put it all together with what we've already learned in our last two lessons. So I'm going to demonstrate it, the whole thing together, and then I'll turn around and we'll practice it together. Begin. Ah, I'm excited. Let's do it together. This is Tai Chi for Health. Begin. Open and close 3 times. Palms pressing forward as we stand up and return to starting position. Oh, that was nice. Let's do it again. I'm going to take a step over just so that I can have good space. Tai Chi for Health. Begin. Palms forward as we stand tall. Return. That was nice. Let's do it again. This is Tai Chi for Health. Begin. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time together. Tai Chi for health. Begin. That was nice. I want you to make sure that you continue to practice and grow. As I've said, this is one of my favorite Tai Chi movements because of how much it can really manifest the importance of balance in our lives. The yin yang sign, just like life, wouldn't be the same if it didn't have both parts. That's just how it goes. So it's important for us to maintain balance as we flow gently and naturally from one to the other. Those who don't engage in those moments of growth and struggle and of, with things that come our way that we didn't plan, you'll find that it's often hard to stay focused on the good times and the triumphs and the joyous moments because we're always waiting for, as they say, the other shoe to drop, or waiting for the next bad thing to happen, or holding on to moments that have already passed. It's okay to be affected by what happens to you in your life, but make sure that you're keeping a balanced perspective and a balanced appreciation for everything that comes to you in your life. I'm really excited about building on this. We're halfway there. This is our third lesson. So let's finish with our cool down and continue moving and growing together. Remember, our cool down consists of 3 exercises. The first one, we are going to tap out our thighs as we gently shift our weight. Okay? Grounding ourselves back in the moment. Now, we're going to do a familiar warm up exercise, which is gathering chi. Remember how we turn our palms out and take in a nice big deep breath of fresh air. Gather all that good energy within us. Settle into that. Good. And our third cool down exercise is we're going to tense our muscles as we squeeze tight fists and release all the pressure. One more. Now, some people prefer to do the opposite, where they tense their muscles and their fingertips out and then release. I hope you've enjoyed this third lesson and that you're looking forward to the next three lessons as we round out our Tai Chi for Health series. I'm excited to have you here. Please welcome others to join us, and I look forward to our next Tai Chi experience. I'm Dr. Damon, your Chief Wellness Warrior. Be well. And don't worry, I saw the typo. But remember how we talked about taking the good with the bad, the struggle with the joys? We'll be okay. Be well.